This blackout may have been the last thing organizers of the Queen's visit were counting on. A virtually flawless royal tour was in danger of going off the rails. Joanna Rumuliotis followed the Queen on an unexpectedly eventful day. Joanna.
Heather, what a royal headache. We can only imagine the scene here at the Royal York Hotel when the power went out just a couple of hours before the big dinner for the Queen was set to start. Chefs had to scramble to revise the royal menu using emergency generators. But just a few minutes before the gala was about to begin, the power came back. The Queen seemed as cool and collected as ever. Dressed in her royal finery, there was no hint the temporary blackout threw the monarch for even a moment. And to the relief of organizers, the lights were back on by the time the Prime Minister introduced Her Majesty to a crowd of 350 dignitaries.
On behalf of all Canadians, to thank you for being with us yet again.
She delivered the final speech of her 22nd visit as Queen of Canada.
Although my visit here is drawing to a close, I shall continue to take the greatest pride in being your Queen now and in the years to come.
It was the formal end of another busy day that started in Waterloo with a royal review of some of Canada's high-tech talent. The Queen met some of the brains behind the BlackBerry and seemed interested, if slightly bemused, about the technology behind it. A royal spokesperson wouldn't tell us whether Her Majesty already owns one of the handheld devices, but she was given a new one anyway, with a personalized image of school children bearing flowers. The tour lasted less than an hour, then the seemingly unstoppable Queen boarded a plane back to Toronto and headed straight to Pinewood Studios. People here are used to movie stars. The Queen, they say, is more like a benevolent celebrity.
I know, it's sort of like meeting your auntie that you've known for years. There's a comfort there.
The monarch took a few minutes to freshen up before attending a lunch in her honor and watching the making of a 3D movie. Then, in an orchestrated tour where every step is so infinitely proper, this was the shot everyone was waiting for. The Queen, though, did not seem amused when she was asked to don a pair of 3D glasses. Back at the Royal York, despite a long day and a blackout, it was all smiles, as a lavish dinner fit for a queen had a happy ending, and even a goodbye gift from the Prime Minister. The big dinner is now over, and the royal visit is almost over, too. The hope undoubtedly is there will be no more blackouts and no more glitches. Heather?
But as you say, Joanna, she has seemed unstoppable. What is left on the agenda for the Queen in Canada?
Well, the final stop tomorrow is at Ontario's legislature. She will present some awards for good citizenship, unveil another plaque, and the promises of a lengthy walkabout around Queen's Park. After that, she jets off to New York, where she will address the United Nations. Heather?
Joanna, thank you very much. Joanna Rumuliotis in Toronto tonight.